All right, so moving on, how do we get the photo details activity to display the photo now that we've got the photo details activity working? Well, the first thing we have to do is retrieve the details from the intent. So let's go to photo details activity and do that first. I'm going to make a bit of space here so it's a bit clearer what's happening. So let's add a line now to actually get the details from the intent. And to do that, we're going to type val photo is equal to intent.get serializable extra, parentheses, which are there, photo underscore transfer as photo. Now we're using the activity's intent property to retrieve the intent that started this activity. Now to retrieve the photo object, we use a getExtra function. We have to use the get method that's appropriate for the data we want to retrieve, and in this case it's a serializable object, which we then cast to be a photo. Now we're using the photo transfer constant as the key to make sure we retrieve the same value that was stored by main activity. Right, so now that we've done that, so next we need to set the values from the fields of the photo object into the appropriate widgets in the display. Now the text views are easy, so let's try the first one. So photo underscore title. Now be careful with the suggested imports the first time you access a widget in this way. We haven't yet got a synthetic import, so Android Studio is going to try to find the best import to use. Now sometimes it wants to find it in the R class, and that's definitely not what we want. We want to make sure you're choosing content underscore photo underscore details from the tooltip. Now in my case that's the only option I've got, and that's fine, but if you do get the wrong one, delete the import that's added and use Alt-Enter to get a list of suggestions, and you want to choose the Kotlin Android synthetic main content underscore photo underscore details, and you'll find that if I select this one here now, we get the import added on line 4 automatically for us. So photo underscore detail dot text equals photo dot title. So again, we've got the synthetic import added now, and we can refer to the remaining widgets as well at this point. So photo underscore tags dot text is equal to photo dot tags. Then we want photo underscore author dot text is equal to photo dot author. Now showing the picture in the image view is also straightforward. It's almost exactly the same as the code we used in the onBind view holder function of our adapter, the Flickr Recycler View Adapter. So I'm going to go back to that code now, the Flickr Recycler View Adapter, and the code in onBind is picasso.with. I'm going to copy that code and go back to our photo details activity. I'm going to paste that in. We want to accept the import to com.squareup.picasso.picasso. There's just a few minor changes to make, and they're actually all highlighted for us. The first one is the context. Now, an activity is a context, so we can just use this for that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to fix that first one up, this. Now, the next change is the URL to load the picture from. Now, the thumbnail URL was in the image property, and we've stored the full photo URL in the link property, so we can use photo.link instead. I'll come over here and change that. It's going to be photo.link. And we've also called our photo object photo rather than photo item. So obviously I'll change that as well. And finally, the image view is stored in photo underscore image rather than the holder.thumbnail. So into photo underscore image. And we don't need the thumbnail at all anymore. All right, so let's try running this and see if it works. We're going to long tap an image. Now at this point we've actually got an error, so we need to figure out what we've done wrong and fix the code. So let's firstly have a look at logcat. And the problem there is I've left this.thumbnail.context showing, and of course that should have just been this because we're not using the thumbnail there. And again, the reason we're using this is that an activity is a context, so we can just use this literally as the context, so I didn't need to use the thumbnail at all. So let's just try running that again. Okay, we'll try long tapping an image. And you notice that there was a short delay while Picasso downloaded the image the first time. And that's why we've specified a placeholder image. It's displayed when the real image is downloaded. If we go back and choose the same image again, notice how it's instant this time. That's because Picasso is loading it from a local cache. And the other thing we've got is our other text views are actually working nicely as well. To do that, let's just try another image. And you can see that's working nicely as well. So basically, we are now seeing our images load, and we're seeing the text represented on the screen as well. And it's all working fine. So at this point, let's stop the video, and in the next one, I'm going to show you how to use parse syllable instead of serializable. So I'll see you in the next video.